Welcome, fellow Republic of Alberta patriots. You know how hard that is to say? Try it 3 times in a row and get it right. Well, wrote some things down here in my list. See, it's a big list. Actually, I want to talk about one thing that's always bothered me about Alberta or any particular place. That Alberta's always been a mining town. Mining town mentality. Sure, we got this oil. But of course, it's so big it's got oil, agriculture, and tourism. There's not a lot of diversification. There's not a lot of fallback. There's no plan B. In an independent Alberta, the province that was, I almost slipped up there, the new republic would need to invest, not through tax dollars, but invest through private enterprise in things like finding new forms of energy and science and manufacturing. Like, why could we not encourage Ford or Toyota or another manufacturing company of some kind to set up shop? Everybody's leaving to Texas. Why? Look, what is Texas doing? Well, Texas offers the benefits for companies through tax incentives, mostly through tax incentives. And that's in an independent Alberta, we can easily do that under the constraints of Canadian law and taxation. It's really hard to do that. Although I don't know the details, I'm guessing a little bit. I remember under Ralph Klein, he tried to diversify Alberta's medical industry by allowing trying to have clinics and like MRI clinics, and that was squashed. That was squashed fast by the federal government. They would not allow it, and it was all shut down because Canada uniquely is one of 3 countries in the world where private healthcare is illegal. Can you name the 2 other countries? Cuba, another friendly place, and an even friendlier place, North Korea. Yes, so we share in common that one element with those 2 countries. That's not so good. In Europe, it's not banned. I don't know how it works in a lot of places, like England with their national healthcare service. All I know is a disaster. And it's over 50% of the budget of a country. Think about it. I'm not saying get rid of public health care, but having private health care to alleviate the burdens and the bloody waiting lines. It's absolutely stupid. Waiting 6 weeks for an MRI? That's insane. United States? Oh, you need an MRI, go get it. No, the American system has lots of problems too. They're trying to change things there for the worse normally. But one thing they have in the United States is that they have, let's call it a cooperatives, health sharing plans, where people pay monthly fees, and it's a cooperative, and it's kind of like socialism, but it's not mandated by government. You can opt out, you can opt in. Obviously, opt in, that was a dumb thing to say, but you can, there's a lot of different options out there. Along with public health care. But you gotta make it doctor friendly. Canada, I'd heard at one time Canada had more doctors driving taxi than doctors. And there were no doctors in the rural areas. There's no incentive. Well, it's easy to have a plan to fix that. Where doctors really that come in from a foreign country that qualify, yes, they should have to pass a qualification tests, perhaps intern for a couple of years, and it should be mandatory. You want to intern as a private doctor, you have to do it in a smaller community. And then they would have no problem with that, rather than, well, I can either drive taxi or do this. Hello. You know, diversification. There's so many things out there. That's what Alberta needs to do in the new republic. So, once again, I hope you like this video, but if you don't, Vancouver's that way, Toronto's that way. Get out! Maybe that seems rude. Okay, maybe it is. We don't want you guys here messing it up. Like, look what happened in the last disaster with Rachel Notley. You want that? You want some more of that? Go to Vancouver. They like that stuff there. Toronto, they like that stuff there. And the Maritimes? Yeah.